This is the incredible story of Daniel in the lion's den. In the 1st century BC, the great king Darius ruled over the Babylonian Empire from his palace in the city of Babylon. Now, this king loved Daniel, who was one of the advisors in his court, and the king trusted him greatly because Daniel was a man of faith who prayed 3 times a day to his God, the God of Abraham. But there were some people who were not happy with this. They were jealous of Daniel, so they went to the king and said, "Hey, look, Daniel is disobeying your laws. He's praying to his God day and night, and he doesn't even care that you are upset about it." The king was furious when he heard this, so he commanded that Daniel should be thrown into the lion's den, a pit full of hungry lions. And just to make sure Daniel wouldn't have any second thoughts, the king had the entrance sealed shut with stone and mortar. And that night, the lions began to circle around Daniel, roaring and growling, trying to get at him. But something amazing happened. An angel of God came down from heaven, and in the midst of the lions, he stood right in front of Daniel, protecting him. Now, all through the night, the lions tried to attack, but they couldn't get past the angel. And in the morning, when the sun rose, the angel went back to heaven. Then the king came running to the den, and he started yelling, "Daniel, servant of the living God, how are you?" And Daniel answered, "Thanks to my God, he delivered me from the lion's den." Now, after hearing this, the king gave orders that Daniel should be taken out of the den, and he rewarded him for his faithfulness to God. And as for those evil men who lied to the king, they were thrown into the lion's den, and they didn't survive the night. We can learn a lot from this story. First, we see how important it is to stay true to our faith no matter what the circumstances are. Daniel didn't compromise his faith, even though he was threatened with death. Second, we see that God is faithful to his promises. Daniel's God was a God who delivered, and he kept his promise to protect Daniel. Third, we learn that God sometimes allows us to go through hard times to test our faith. But he is with us through it all, and he will never allow us to be tempted beyond what we can handle. As we close, let's remember that Daniel's story is not just a fairy tale. It's a real-life account of a man who trusted God and experienced his power. May we also trust in God's promises and find strength in his word. Thank you for watching this animated Bible story. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an upload. Also, feel free to share your thoughts, comments, and suggestions below. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, God bless you, and remember, Jesus loves you. Here's some other videos you might like. Check them out. Here's some other videos you might like. Check them out.